Rotate the shape about O through 270 degrees. Now note that that is 270 degrees anti-clockwise, which is going to give us the same result as doing 90 degrees clockwise. Now, without tracing paper, this is the approach I might take. I'm going to think about this vertex just here. I'm going to do an L shape that goes to that vertex from the center of rotation, which of course is on O. Then I'm going to rotate that L shape through 90 degrees clockwise. If I do that, that L shape will now look like this. The long side here was facing at 3 o'clock and it's now going to face at 6 o'clock. And the short side was facing at 12 o'clock, so it's now going to face at 3 o'clock. So what I've done is I've moved this vertex, and I know that that vertex will go there. Now I could repeat this for other vertices, but of course I know the shape. So I can figure that the bottom ends up being here. Then this side will end up being here. This side will end up being here. And then the shape goes into the point. I'm just going to get rid of those extra pink sides. And that's my rotated shape. Now with tracing paper, so there's the paper that I've placed on top of the grid. I put a little X at the top. And if I'm going 90 degrees clockwise, I need to rotate until that X faces the 3 o'clock position. So it's just there. And you can see that we now have the shape in the same position we had before. Now in part B, we want to rotate the shape 90 degrees about another point, -1, 2. So -1, 2 is just here, and that's our center of rotation. I'm just going to clear the grid to make this more straightforward. Now I can do the same sort of thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to identify the vertex there, and I'm going to draw an L shape that goes there. Now if I rotate that L shape 90 degrees clockwise, the bit that's facing at 3 o'clock now will go to 12 o'clock, and the bit that's facing 6 o'clock will go over here. Will face at 3 o'clock. So that would be, this vertex would now be here. Now if we've rotated 90 degrees, the point is going to face down, because at the moment the point of this shape, this part here, is facing at 9 and it's going to face at 6. So I can now actually fill in the whole shape rotated around that point. Let's just get rid of the construction lines, and we can see the shape just there, and this was the center of rotation. Now over here I do have a piece of tracing paper set up to do this rotation. It's this one just here. Now the X up there is just the X on the top of the tracing paper. And the center of rotation, remember, is where the mouse pointer is here. In fact, let's just take tracing paper off of this shape and I'll mark it. So that's my center of rotation. And now if we go 90 degrees, You can see it's not quite worked exactly, but it does go to the position that we had on the previous sheet where I rotated it just using an L shape.